in a quiet African village where red dust clings to every road and where memories never truly die. A wealthy man returned after 25 years. He came with expensive cars, fine clothes, and a reputation built across continents. The villagers gathered to welcome him, but one old woman looked at him and whispered something that froze his blood. She said, "The child you buried is still alive." And in that moment, the past he had tried to escape came back to claim him. The road leading to the village had always been long and dusty, but for Kofi Mensah, it was something different. It was the road that carried him away from the greatest mistake of his life. Back then, Kofi had been very different. He had been a young man full of ambition and impatience. He wanted money. He wanted power. He wanted a life bigger than the one offered by dusty roads and small farms. But there was one person who never laughed at him. Amashi listened when Kofi spoke about his dreams. And slowly their friendship turned into something deeper. And one rainy evening, everything changed. Amar came to meet him near the river. "Kofi, I am pregnant." The decision was made quickly. The child would disappear. The village would be told the baby died during birth, and Kofi would leave the village immediately. The baby was born during a quiet night. Ama cried with joy when she held her son, but she only held him for a few moments. Later that night, he walked into the forest with two elders carrying a small bundle wrapped in cloth. The soil covered it quickly, and the forest returned to silence. Over the next 25 years, Kofi built a powerful life. Slowly, his wealth grew, but there was one thing he never had: children. While the celebration continued, someone stood quietly at the edge of the crowd. Her name was Abina. Slowly, she began walking toward him. "The child you buried is still alive." Kofi felt his entire body freeze. "That night, after you left the forest, I returned. When I opened the soil," she said quietly, "the baby was still alive. Weak, cold, but alive. She had taken the child. She had raised him secretly." Kofi's voice trembled. "Where is he?" The old woman looked down the dusty road leading to the village entrance. "You have already met him this morning. That taxi driver is your son." Kofi stood frozen. The man who carried his luggage. The man who opened the car door. The man he treated like a stranger was the child he thought he buried 25 years ago. All his wealth, all his success, all his power, and the one person he had abandoned had been standing right in front of him. Does he know? The old woman shook her head. No, and for the first time in 25 years, the richest man in the village did not feel powerful at all. Because sometimes the past we try to bury does not stay in the ground.